What are your mornings like? When you wake up, what do you do?
But Glenn, I ease into the day.
How do you ease into the day?
Prayer, worship, meditation, and then I'm good.
You do those at the same time?
I must.
So
I can't leave the house.
You pray after praying.
I worship, I sing, I dance.
And then you meditate after.
And then they're promoting.
And then you gym.
It depends on the schedule. You know how it is. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes during lunch, sometimes late at night, whenever I can fit it in, if I can make it. If not, I make it up somehow during the week.
Is it? How often do you train? Hello, you have a coach?
3 to 4. It's hard work, eh? You know.
What's your routine like?
I flip it up.
When you train?
I flip it up. I can run, I can cycle, I can wait, I can jump box. What else? I can climb walls. Yeah.
Do you cycle?
I love cycling.
Okay.
But off-road.
Off-road.
The mountain, the rugged terrain.
You can.
Yeah.
You're shaking out the land. That's mine. Is the six to be lying land? You
That's
already
mine.
identified. Nance up. But we are going to be cycling shop.
I love it.
A mountain bike.
Mountain biking.
Oh, okay. And
it's good to see you, by the way.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying that.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
I haven't seen you.
I'm so excited to hear that you're coming through today.
Yeah, I waited for you by the door.
Dude, guys, Hlubi has been here before. Like, she got here before me. Like, I was so...
I'm like, Glenn!
I was so embarrassed. Like, I walked in and she's like, Glenn! Like, yeah.
I missed you.
I missed you too, man. And do you take part in these comrades' names? Because, you know, it seems like it's the in thing now. Going to comrades, marathons, the 2 oceans.
I'm not a big runner.
Okay.
I don't see myself running for like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. I mean, there's some things you know you can do, and there's some things I just don't see myself doing. But you know I'm going to do it at one point in my life. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'll never do a comrade.
For reals?
Never. Listen, I've got a Nike app. If you look at my Nike app, so far I've done just under 500 miles. I'm enough comrades.
Mamela.
Enough.
Not one day.
Listen, enough. 500 miles.
Okay.
So that's enough.
Okay.
Comrades for like 5 years.
Okay.
Easy 5 times. Already I've done the comrades 5 times.
Okay.
So, I was not aware that you were absent on TV. Were you absent on TV? Were you not on TV?
Not prime time. I wouldn't say prime time.
Wow.
You know, Glenn, I'm 40, eh?
Yeah, you look 28.
I started at 21.
Mm.
And it's a full circle back to SABC3.
So if you're 40 and you're looking so hot, I'm sure this... Don't you get distracted by these young boys? Like, and you look like, boy, listen.
I'm like, dude.
And you go hide and seek
No.
Waste this cat.
It's a compliment.
No, it is a compliment, but does it happen?
Of
Like,
course.
you know, young guys, like, hey,
All the
they
time.
try their luck.
And I'm like, you don't know. You don't know. But it's good. It feels good. It feels good. It feels great. I can take a compliment. I'm happy with that.
Wow.
But I work hard for this. I'm not going to deny the good genes.
Yeah, no, you do have good genes.
You know?
No.
You know the family most.
Yes, J.
You know, so yeah, I'm blessed.
You are blessed. So tell us about your return to TV. I understand that you star in a new drama titled The Docket. How did you get this gig? Who approached you? Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. So I heard the conversation you were having about the woman soldier breastfeeding.
Yes,
I heard the conversation about the women not allowed in the stadiums. And that's exactly what this, in a bigger sense, is all about. It's called The Docket. And I play Captain Nzotsikelelo Moche. And I am the black female lead. And my cast is all men. And I work in a crime series unit that fights crime like the Hawks. So it's basically a reflection of the world we live in today, where women have to work in these dire and hardcore environments, but they do what they have to do. They kick butt, they are assertive, and they are genuine in the way they deal and handle the work environment.
So,
and the guys don't make it easy, but there are guys that do make it easy. Yes, I'm listening.
So, when you got the gig, or
I auditioned.
Someone told you about this gig, what really got you interested? Did they tell you what, you know, the TV drama is all about? Is that what intrigued you about it? Or you just took Jabatinai?
We audition was. I mean, you know, it's fine, it's cool. I love the auditioning process, but I only found out the layers and the complexity and the significance with Glenn is when I got the role.
Yeah.
Firstly, I was just trying out and auditioning for a female detective. And then as I got into the second audition, third audition, I got the part, and I realized this is something, not just a role, this is something that's relevant, this is something that's significant, and it's so up my alley, you know?
So, I mean, I've been on radio for, you know, almost my life.
Yes.
All of my life I've been a radio DJ.
Yes.
And I can't imagine someone asking me to audition.
I love the, you know what? They are.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. And I
Okay, we know you're Kika's DJ booth, but yeah, we still want you to come and audition. Okay, other Oaks are auditioning too. Yeah.
My peers who are veterans, I can say they won't audition in one. I understand that. I respect that. I love the process, and yet I feel, oh my God, I shouldn't be doing this. But I feel the tone of the industry in those audition rooms. I see what's up and coming in those audition rooms, and I see the competition, and I see the energy. I'm saying, okay, this is where I need to tweak myself as an actress, because these are the young girls coming in for the same parts.
But let me ask you.
Yeah.
Much as I'm not in that industry,
Yeah.
but I'm sure it does happen that when there's a role that is available, the producers have already identified the person that they want, and they'll just invite you just to come through so that they can just go through with the process. Because I can tell you, when you audition, there are other people who already know you, know about your experience, that you've been in the business for many years, and they'll be like, we are leaving. We are out of here. This is not gonna work.
But
that's my
exactly.
point.
But you know what? Also, I love the process of sitting there and talking to these young actresses. Feedback. And you know what? I'm a humble person. You've always known that about me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's important for us to change. Seeing the same faces on the screens. Let me tell you something. My cast, the males, they're not well-known actors, but they are hot. And I love that because it's fresh new talent. And that's what we've got to push. That's why I'm blessed and I'm privileged, and it's a luxury to be a 40-year-old black working actress anywhere in the world with Glenn.
Okay. I guess, you know, I mean, you know, you're playing someone who, you know, who obviously deals with crime, and obviously your body is just appropriate because, you know, I've always said because of budget issues in the country, they could ask you to come and be a Superman, but you won't look like anything like a Superman or a Superwoman or you know, or whatever. If, for instance, you were offered a role where you need to gain 30 kilograms, what would you do? What would you do? Because, you know, Americans, they pull it off in America where they've got budgets. Obviously, you'll get assistance.
That's the team.
So what would you do? Gain 20 kilograms. Yeah, nice one. You'll respond next day when you win an award.
I've thought about that, to be honest, and I hope I'm in a point in my life where the role is credible enough for me to really do that, because it's not putting on the weight, it's getting it back off, you know that.
Of course.
So, yeah, but
It's a tricky one.
It's a tricky one, but Glenn, but at the same time, that's the responsibility of an artist.
But the money must be good.
Absolutely.
The money must be good for you to gain 30 kilograms, because then you would need to have a personal trainer, a dietitian.
The full team.
Yeah. So where was this series shot?
In every place in Johannesburg. The suburban bliss, the ghetto, the townships, farms. Yeah, it's gritty and it's grimy as Joburg is. And it's stories that we know of. It's South African stories that have been solved or not.
Okay.
What about it I love the most is that it does reflect the femicide that has been happening and will still continue, and that has happened.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of, you know, that's really was where I felt that I connected with my character.
And who are your other cast members? Tabas?
We're an old Isidingo colleague of mine, Ashish.
Okay.
Yes, and then there was Duncan, who is really new, but he's upcoming.
Okay.
And then there is an old school veteran, very good friend of mine. He plays Duncan on the show, and he's excellent as well.
How many episodes?
13 episodes.
13 episodes. If it's successful, I'm sure it will come back.
We hope it is. You know, we really hope it's something that the viewers do enjoy. You know, how, as with all arts, we really hope we worked hard at it. We did our best, and now we just have to leave it up to the universe and how you guys receive it.
So, can we expect to see more of you on TV?
I'm at a point whereby, yes, it's always great to work, but I really want to do something that's worthy and meaningful and worthy of my time.
Okay.
I really want to do that. And I want to be pioneering, Glenn. I don't want to work just to work. I want to be conscious about the work that I do and deliberate about the work that I do and intentional about the work that I do and be a tool for which young girls can aspire to, you know, and have longevity in the industry. But Glenn, we want to be like you and still be on radio and still work and still fulfill your full potential, you know, post 50 years old in front of the camera, or behind, or create, or direct.
Okay, so when can we expect to see the show?
Wednesday.
Which Wednesday?
The day after tomorrow.
No, today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. You see my life tomorrow. You know why it means so much today to me is the fact that it's not my fear of my comeback. It's my fear of our honest truth about the world we live in the world and in the eyes of a black woman in a male-dominated industry, and how people are going to react to that.
So it's tomorrow. What time? SABC 3, we know that.
9:30.
9:30. That's primetime TV. Primetime TV. Well, congratulations.
Thank
Hlubi.
you.
And we hope, you know, you get another season and another season and another season. And we hope on top of the seasons that I've added, it just becomes an everyday program. We
You
do the
know,
hard work.
I would love to say, Brooklyn, was all me, but it's teamwork.
No, it is teamwork.
Great director, great producer, Kylie, the CMP, the actors, the extras, you know, the drivers. It was a group effort. It was grueling. It was taxing.
Last question before you go. Do the extras still eat after the main actor? Hey, Marino acting. They tell the extras. So yeah, when you're on set, they'll say it's lunchtime. The extras stand aside. You'll eat after the main actors have eaten. Thank you very much. That time, time is going.
And you can ask the other ravens. I ate with my extras.
Oh, you did.
Ching chings.
Okay, thank you very much. Hlubi Mboya on the
Love
Glen.
you.